Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. The very essence of beauty, you hold her within. Every crack and crevice, you hold her. You're beautiful is what holds a seed. Don't get distracted by rejection, cause we're all pieces of imperfection that God has used to create a masterpiece, and His Mona Lisa's perfection.
They hate cause my man.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Melanin Pot. I'm Mary Gaden.
I'm Jacqueline.
I'm Jay.
And we're gonna pop it off in a little bit of a different way. No, it's usually controversial, and we love it that way.
Okay, keep
Right.
it.
So, one of the things that we came from Ecuador's Got Talent or South America's Got Talent. I'm not sure.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's actually from Ecuador. It's actually the city where it is. That is in South America for some of us who haven't seen a Google map in a while. Right.
Okay.
Tech geography. Okay. So anyway, there was a 16-year-old girl that tried out for South America or Ecuador's Got Talent. As you guys know how it works, you get the 3 X's or 4 X's and you out of there.
Right.
Well, this young lady tried out. Her father was in the background, and when she got done singing, this clip didn't show her singing, but apparently she did a good job because even the judges said she did a good job. However, they spent more time offering Christ to her, but not in a comfortable way.
Right.
Jacqueline.
So I shared the video on my Facebook page. I will reshare that so it's recent. But basically, she, like Mary said, she got good feedback. But then one of the judges had asked her, did she believe in God? And her response was no. And instead of offering Christ like we're taught in the church, they absolutely
embarrassed her
on TV. Like every judge actually took turns and ripped her to shreds because she didn't believe in God. And the reason why, they asked, you know why, and her reason was a very valid reason. I was never taught. So instead of using that
never
as
taught to
teaching,
believe in anything, it was her direct.
So it's been a perfect opportunity to
actually,
you know what? Let's try Christ. You know.
So that would be the perfect time after the cameras, were off or whatever. Pull her to the side. Well, hey,
wait a minute, back up. After what?
After the cameras were off. Because you correct in private, not in public. Okay. That's what we've always been taught. So you don't embarrass people in public like that, especially when it's touchy stuff.
It's personal. That's
like
personal.
that.
Yeah.
And her father's in the background, and you really can't tell his emotions.
And they asked him, I believe.
They did ask him, did he believe? And he said, yes, I do believe in God. So I guess that was a time, but you really just need to take them to the side, because that's interesting that your father believes and he's a believer, but he didn't teach you.
What is that that's making you not believe?
Exactly.
One thing at my family church, Disciples of Christ Baptist Ministry. I'm sorry, Disciples of Christ Ministries. They're under Baptist, but we want to make sure you know that Baptists and other churches, but they are Disciples of Christ Ministries because what's more important to them is the ministry side of being a Christian. And there we had a long lesson when I was younger, and a part of it is meeting people where they are. Christ said, if somebody is hungry, but you tell them about God, or in this case you tell them about Christ, but they're still hungry later, what's still their priority? You have to feed that person first before you can feed that person.
Yeah, and I think you need to show that you're a Christian before you can talk about being a Christian.
Absolutely.
That's what people are going to see first. And if you're not living the life, there's no need to talk about it.
Absolutely.
So,
and Christ was not one. First of all, Christ didn't kick it with the rich. Christ didn't kick it with the preachers. Christ didn't kick it with them. Okay, you following God, we got you.
But everybody who kicked it with Christ had an issue.
Had a problem.
Whether you were a thief, whether you were a hoe, whether you were a gambler. The disciples had issues.
You just gonna say that way?
Let's keep it real. They call it a harlot. We say hoe. Let's keep it real.
Warlock.
And that was a clapback. See in the comments. Like, that's what it was. Like,
man, God really seen with the entertainment.
Okay, so entertainment today. So I've been noticing a lot of speaking out in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
And it is Asian and Latino based culture.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, speaking out about how the entertainment industry is treating them.
Okay.
And
right.
They are melanated.
They're melanated, but they've been misappropriating black people for years.
That's true.
Years. And so now that it's them, now let's make an uproar.
It really has been them for as long as they can.
But they just been more quiet about it.
Jack, who cares?
I care because this is what I'm saying. Let me tell you
let us know, man.
Let me tell you why I care, because for the case of with both Hispanics and Asians, and the issue the Asians spoke out on it more in the research that I looked at, is that they are having Hispanic stories, they are having Asian stories, animated stuff like that, and turn them into live films or filming them, and it's Caucasians acting them out. And my thing is, I'm sorry you're getting blackface. You have to go.
That's true. That is.
My thing is this.
Blackface.
It's blackface. Oh, period. That's blackface. You can't tape your eyes and be okay and be mad when the Asians say, "Oh, you're." That's blackface. You know, you can't.
That's all the time.
I absolutely agree with you.
Okay, so
and
you just bring this up for us to be aware, because nothing will be shown this way.
Okay.
I thought you were doing the advocacy.
Right, me too. Because nothing will be shown this way.
I do. I'm gonna tell you.
But before awareness, I'm tracking with you.
Okay, awareness. But I do feel like we do need to care somewhat, because at one time we had a struggle too.
We still have that struggle.
We still have it. But think about as many avenues as we have open. Yes, we just finally had an African American win an Emmy, Viola Davis, and we are having more African Americans that are getting a $40 million contract. By being when you win an Oscar, that automatically puts you in a $40 million contract. Excuse me, guys. That is typically why people like Monique and some of the people who have not been prominent actors, after they get an Oscar, they really don't work.
They got to.
Yeah, well, they don't have to. But think about it. Who is going exactly my point? Who is going? Honestly, let's look at it. I love Monique. Nothing wrong with Monique. And yes, Precious was great. Her performance in there was great. To me,
that movie was problematic.
It was too much for me. That movie, I still can't watch it all the way through, but nevertheless.
The book was, it went by the book.
Either one.
It went by the book.
She did a good job playing that role, but she pissed me out within the first 20 minutes I watched
it. The character hurt.
But when people play characters like that, I see it for them. Hey,
that's some good acting. You can piss me off as on a real
right. And honestly, with her story, she had to dig deep to do that role.
I believe
and it showed.
She was hateful.
She did some really good acting.
And she did the performance.
Yeah, she did well.
She did the performance.
Get back to your Latinos and.
But what I'm saying is, but who would pay Monique for that? So who's gonna pay Monique later? Because where did we see Monique before that? And so I think with Hispanics and Latinos, I think they just want their shot at it.
Period. Can you name two?
Two Hispanic Latino actors.
That's real good. Can you name two for me?
Okay, so in history we've had I'll take currently you guys probably know him more popularly as Sid from Ice Age, but he also did
Man,
he was not just
it's no way in the world.
You know what?
I was going to know them boys associated with a face I've never seen and a name I never heard. But nevertheless, I appreciate being
I will say his performances counteracting, especially Hispanic male masculinity, not being such the gangster, the thug, which they make them often.
Okay.
I think like in Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything. Oh my God! Y'all are not gonna take this
time to start talking about the Melanin Pot. We had a lot of questions like, well, y'all never really explained how this came about, the thought process. So we're gonna kind of walk you through our thinking bubble, how this all happened.
I just showed up so I don't get fired.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so Jay, you can take it away because this is really your baby.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I told Jacqueline, I was like, Jacqueline, I want to do a talk show, yada yada yada, about issues that's going on in the world, get it from a millennial's point of view. So I had the idea. Make a long story short, life happened, and I was just like, it got covered up. So then after graduating and life hit me, as y'all saw the people following me on Facebook, I was like, man, I got to do something with my time. Wasn't working. So I was like, I need to do something with my time, and God brought it back to me like, talk show. So I was like, okay, cool. So it came back to me. I mentioned to Jacqueline again. She was like, okay, I think it'd be cool. Jacqueline always supported, always danced. So like, let's try to get it going. So I'm like, okay, cool. We got to find some people. Now we know all of our friends for the most part. We have these conversations all the time. Is what people fail to realize. Like we be at the house just discussing stuff. This going. Right.
and leave, come back and be like, hey, you got some green.
You cooking So we started doing that. So I was like, okay, we gotta find a cast. So initially, it was not going to happen the way I thought it was because we had people who, weren't able to commit and schedules and all that. So it was just me and Jack. So I was like, dang, it's me and Jack. So it's like, okay. And so then I was like, I think we should bring Miriam. We brought Miriam to the discussion, but Miriam has not been around because she lives in a different area. So it was like, oh, okay, we'll think about Miriam here. Hit up Miriam, and from the day, it's been just like, when we shooting, where we going, what's the discussion? And so that's what it's been. And I appreciate these two for committing to be a part of this because it was something that was in my heart to do, to discuss different topics, discuss different issues, to inspire other people, to motivate them, to do black-owned businesses so you can get exposure for your business, as well as sit down and discuss what created the vision for you. So many times you don't see the people behind the vision. So it's just like, how, why? And just to do it in Arkansas too, you know what I'm saying? Because so many times, we don't look at it like, oh, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, but so many people from across the world can see that so they can connect to your business and your vision, and they might want to plant into you. So you just never know. So that's where it came from, and these two decided to commit to it, crazy enough. And as you see, we have a great chemistry because we're friends first. So, absolutely. And that was the other thing, is that we wanted somebody who was going to sit in these seats who could respect the opinions from other people, but still have that friendship. We're still friends at the end of this conversation. When the cameras go off, we're still friends. So I'm never gonna say something that's gonna be hurtful to them. So it was real. You gotta be careful about who you invite into your vision. Right. And absolutely. I'm blessed to have these two to join this ride. And Mary is crazy. Jacqueline is crazy.
I ain't crazy. Let's talk about the Melanin Pot. So listen, y'all, we must have went through about 20,000 names before we got to the Melanin Pot.
Well, it was one.
So basically, we were sitting down, just really coming up with all types of names. Y'all, we started with Black Excellence. Then we took the word, went from Black, we segued into diversity, and it was
like,
just,
nah, that don't
work. And then it was like, somebody said Melanin.
I said, I was like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And then we
was another name I was like, Melanin something. I was like, nah.
And I said, well, what about the Melanin Pot? Like, the America is the Great American Melting Pot. Right. I said, what about the Melanin Pot? And James was like, I'll think about it. I felt so defeated.
I was the one that came up with the Melanin Pot.
No, you was not.
Yeah, I did.
No, you came up with saying melanin. You didn't come up with the pot part.
I did.
I didn't come up with anything. I just said I like it.
Y'all take credit for my vision right here.
No, I'm not trying to take credit.
You came first.
No.
But no, listen, nonetheless, we came up with the Melanin Pot.
Right.
Here we are, a few episodes later. We really hope you all are enjoying this. We want to throw out there again, if you're a black-owned business and you want any type of exposure, we also are welcoming guests. So if you would like to come, please reach out to any of us. Follow us on all social medias. We're there.
Topics, include those.
Yes. Even if it's something that you feel like may be uncomfortable. Absolutely. Because as you see, we bust it wide open.
But yes, don't feel any type of way. Like, whatever it is, just let us know. We'll let you know for sure.
And we hope that you guys have enjoyed this viewing of the Melanin Pot. We hope that something that was said that touched your heart, that inspired you and motivated you. Mary has her hand up in class.
No, I thought you was doing the bit of
Mary wants to be acknowledged.
While we're absent.
One from another.
Until we meet again. Stay in peace.
And our pieces.